Softball broadcast of the year. We've got the Huntington University Foresters versus the Mount Vernon Nazarene University Cougars. Starting a little bit late into the action, but on the play right now, we've got Jasenia Montalvo. She's got 2 strikes against her already. Third one is hit and fouled off to the left-handed side. Montalvo, number 18, left-handed batter, the sophomore from Fredericktown, Ohio. Normally plays on the infield and pitching. Right now, we've got Kinsey Malenkoff. Another foul ball flies off right to the left. Almost thought that one might hit me. And here comes the next one. Hollenkoff tosses it up. A little far to the right. That one will be a ball. 2-2. Hollenkoff, the junior righty from Caston High School. That one's hit right to the edge of the infield. She'll make it safe to first. And next up, we've got Skylar Zimmerman. Skylar Zimmerman normally plays second base. Another sophomore from South Webster, Ohio. Pitches up, and a deep right hit is caught. And they got the out at first base as well. Skylar Zimmerman and Jasenia Montalvo both out right there. A beautiful double play.
Now batting number 22, Dakota Staffen.
Dakota Staffen now a pitcher slash designated batter. The junior from Johnstown, Ohio. Pitches up, and another one to right field. It's caught. Maddie Goheen, the 5'8" senior, ends the top of the first inning with a nice, solid catch. Nazarene was barely able to get 4 deep into the batting order before they were swapped off, and now we'll see the Foresters head up. For the Foresters starting it off, it's going to be Mackenzie Klein. She's the 5-foot freshman, double lefty from Bloomington South High School. Excuse me, from Walkerton, Indiana, and John Glenn High School. She's played 18 and started all 18 this semester, and this will be her 52nd at-bat on the season. A very solid batting average of 471. Hopefully she can start this one off well for the Foresters. They're coming off back-to-back wins against IWU, which is always a great pickup. You know, there's kind of a little bit of a rivalry there between the two. Of course, always a friendly one, but they were able to pick up 2 W's, and Nazarene is coming into this one. They've lost their last, they've lost their last 4 tough back-to-back losses, and a total score in those 4 games is 45-16. So they've had a bit of a rough stretch in this last week, really trying to turn it around. First pitch is no good. Klein lines up for it again the lefty. And that one slammed to left field, right to the catcher though, and that'll be, not the catcher, the left field. And that is the first out for the Foresters. That was Brooklyn Crum on the catch, the senior from Canton, Ohio. and thought about swinging that one, but it will be a ball. Pitching for Mount Vernon is Dakota Staffen, who was the final out in their last time on home plate. Another pitch is up, and that one a little low. It'll be another ball. Foresters again coming off a very solid couple of games. That one's hit, split right down the middle. Shortstop gets it, and it's to first.
Now batting number 23, Jess
Won't be able to
Duval.
get the first base. It's Kira Mayer, number 31, the senior from Gahanna, Ohio, on the assist, or on the out, excuse me. On the assist, it's Taryn Craven. And thought about swinging that one again, but that one also a little too low. Couldn't quite bait out the swing. That one way far right. Catcher's able to keep that one in bounds. Behind the plate, it's Camden Lehman, the double righty sophomore from Escondido, California. Coming from way out there down to Cornfield, Indiana. Yet another one, and that one also too low. Looks like she swung a little too much. Warming it up. And again, a little far to the right, another ball. On the plate right now, we've got Jess Duval, the 5'4" senior, and that one is way off to the right. Finds its way into the fields. Jess Duval, the 5'4" senior from Switzerland County High School. Her and her sister both attend. Her sister will come right after, and a beautiful hit finds its way to the middle of the outfield. It's rang in, and they'll get a first base. Duval, batting average .357, a very solid hitter. She's got 13 runs on the season. And right behind her, we've got her sister, Maddie Duval. Also, of course, from Switzerland County High School. Both seniors. And normally shortstop when she's on the other side of the field. That one, a little to the right, looks like it'll be a ball. Maddie Duval, her and her sister, both pretty solid hitters. Maddie scores a 344. That one again to the right. And another ball for the Foresters. 2-0 count. Her 62nd at-bat on the season. That one's up and a little right again. Another ball, one more will send them to first and push it along. And again to the right a little bit. Looks like I may have miscounted. Would love another one a bit to the right. Mackenzie Delaney doing a wonderful job. The pitcher, as that one, as I say it, gets slammed deep into the outfield. They're able to ring it in, but that's one for the Foresters. Jess Duval scores the first home run of the night. And a double for Maddie simultaneously.
Now batting number
Sister to
5,
sister.
Chloe Gregory.
Now we've got Chloe Gregory. Gregory, 5'1" senior from Pendleton Heights High School. This will be her 50th at-bat of the season. Also, and a nice deep cut to the left. Maddie thought about running it to home, but they will get a double.
Stepping to the
The
plate,
goal is always
number
to
2,
get that lead runner out,
Vernon.
and Maddie did a good job of faking him up until they could still get the double. Great hit from Chloe Gregory. An on-base percentage of 43. Most of the time she, most of the time she's at bat, she gets up on the first at least. And another solid pitch from Mackenzie Delaney, pitcher slash first base. She's a freshman from Marion, Ohio. Bit of discussion on third plate. Forcers are coached by Tim Averill. I got a chance to talk with him a little bit during some of the basketball games. Really great guy. Tim Averill, it's his second season as the head coach of the Foresters women's softball team. And he was the associate head coach for 3 years previous. He's got 14 years of coaching experience in the NAIA. And, he's been a solid coach all around. The Foresters have been on a bit of an uptrend in recent years. Next pitch is up. One's also to the right. Thought about stealing. Chloe Gregory has 3 stolen bases on this season, which is above average for the Foresters. Loves to try and get a free one every now and then, but of course who doesn't? At bat right now is Maddie Goheen. Maddie Goheen is a 5'8" senior, coming up not that far away from Carroll High School up in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Also her 50th at bat of the season. And a deep hit to left field, touches the fence. She will be able to get to second base, and that's 2 more for the Foresters, up 3-0 in the first inning.
Catcher, number 3, Haley Bishop.
Gregory and the second Duvall sister make it back to home. And the Foresters are up 3-0 in the bottom of the first inning. Next up to bat, we've got Kaylee Bishop. Foresters having a great first inning here. Kaylee Bishop normally plays behind the plate or as an infielder. She's a 5'8" freshman from West Central High with a pretty solid slug percentage. I always think slug percentage is such a funny stat because it's really not a percentage. But an RBI of 11 for Bishop. She's helped to contribute a lot, even with an batting average of 250. And ready for it here. First one's up. A little low, looks like a ball. Bishop getting ready to swing, and that one bounces a little bit before it hits the home plate. Another one. And that one way off to the right. Yet another ball. You can hear them chanting from the Foresters dugout. Last one's up, hit right to third base. It'll bounce before it gets there, but they will get the final out for the bottom of the first inning.
One inning, the Huntington University Foresters 3, Mount Vernon 0.
Foresters end the first inning up 3 in what has been a Foresters-sided inning. We'll see them run out back to the field, of course. Pitching will be Kinsey Malenkoff once again. First up to bat for Mount Vernon will be Kira Mayer. Normally plays first base when she's on the other side of the ball. A double righty senior from Gahanna, Ohio. Attended Watkins Memorial High School and currently a nursing major. She's got 5 runs on the season and a batting average of 33. Or 333. And getting into the action now. Last year, she was a Crossroads League first team, a Daktronic Scholar athlete, and a Casita Academic All-District team. And she currently holds the Mount Vernon Nazarene University single-season home run record put on back in 2024. And last year, she was just all Crossroads League academic and Daktronic Scholar athlete. First one can't find a way to have the ball hit the bat just yet. And that one a little low. And that one's hit. A fly ball pop-up. Almost caught it, but couldn't quite get there in time. It's Maddie Gaheen diving for the ball right there. Almost got to it. Just not quite. She's had 74 pop-outs, so definitely has been one of her specialties throughout the season. Last one is a little far right. They'll get enough balls to advance to first base.
At the plate, number 32, Avery Miller.
And I believe Mount Vernon's first base of the game. And Avery Miller follows right behind her in numerical order, 31-32. Right back after one another. Avery Miller, an infielder normally, double righty. Senior hits it up real high. Almost makes it into the into the press box there. Miller from Chillicothe, Ohio. And that one's high up there. It's a fly ball and an easy catch for the Foresters. They'll get their first out of the inning.
At the plate, number 3, Camden Lehman.
And it's Camden Lehman now. Number 3, a catcher. Sophomore from Escondido, California. First pitch, can't get anything. That one looks like a strike there. And that one's popped right to Kinsey Mollenkoff, her 7th pop out on the season.
Number 40, Mackenzie Delaney.
Now it's Mackenzie Delaney, who pitched for the first inning entire. Mollenkoff throws it, and once again, straight up in the air. She won't get that one, though. It'll be Jess Duval on the catch, and we'll transition now into the bottom of the second inning. Two great pitches to lead to back-to-back outs. Mollenkoff has an opponent batting average of only .254, so does a good job of avoiding batters hitting. And in addition to that, only has allowed 1 walk on the season. So it does a wonderful job for the amount that she pitches of avoiding letting runners get to first base. Once again, we'll see Mackenzie Delaney on the mound.
Now batting, number 22,
Freshman from Marion, Ohio, has been doing solidly so far in the beginning of this game. Does a solid job as a batter. She's got a couple hits on the season. And that's a foul ball over into the pitching catching practice area, as she'll get strike one there. It's Akasha Burton on the plate. Akasha Burton, a 5'5" freshman from Bloomington South High School. And once again, looks like it'll be a ball there. And smacks it right down center field. They'll get the ball to first before she can quite get there.
Number 4, Carly Tharp.
Now Carly Tharp will step up to the plate. Tharp is a 5'2" senior from New Prairie High School. It's her 43rd at-bat on the season. She's got 31 hits, a batting average of 310. And that one looked right down the middle. Player who got the out on the last play is Kiera Mayer. She's a senior from Gahanna, Ohio. And once again, that one way off to the right. Carly Tharp. This season as an outfielder has 33 pop-outs on really only 35 total chances. So when the ball comes to her, she does a great job of stopping any play from developing. It's hit way up there and it's caught. That'll be Jacinia Montalvo on the out. And now it's back to Mackenzie Klein. Top of the order as Foresters will start from the top. They've got 2 outs so far. First pitch is up, looked right down the middle. Second is up a bit off to the left here. And got one more chance as the umpire. Throw is up and a little high. It's from the knees to the numbers on the jersey. So that one just a tad bit high. And a fly ball off to the left, hits the net and into the glove of Avery Miller. Can't quite strike out on a foul ball. It's up, and that one hits the ground before it reaches home plate again. Another ball up and smacks it right to the center mound. Can't get there in time, and now we'll transition to the bottom of the second inning. Foresters are up 3-0. Cougars couldn't quite get anything going in the top of that first inning. Try as they might, they did get their first base of the game. Forsters have done a wonderful job of just completely shutting them out. Any ball that goes up comes down in a glove. And looks like once again we'll see Kinsey Mollenkoff, on the mound. She's got 54 innings pitched already. Normally her and Natalie Hasselby share the pitching load, as it were, on the mound. Natalie Hasselby has 46 innings pitched on the season.
Now batting, number 15, Addison Mickley.
And they're nearing the end of their first batting lineup. Addison Mickley lets it right pretty much at the kneecaps. Mickley, the freshman from Danville, Ohio. And that one a little far off to the right. In high school was a very denoted player. As a freshman, she made the honorable mention all-district team. And as a sophomore, she made first team All-KMAC, second team All-District, and first team All-District in her senior year, as well as first team All-KMAC. First strikeout of the game on that one. That one's hit up right on the line, and it's brought down by Jess Duval.
Now batting, number 18, Yesenia Montalvo.
That's 2 outs already, and they're finally restarting their batting order. They've got Yesenia Montalvo back on the mound. Hollenkoff does have 7 complete games under her belt this season. So we'll see if they want to stick with her. That one's hit deep to right field, touches the fence, and seems at that point maybe could have gone for a triple, but will decide to stay steady and take the double. Back up on the plate, Skylar Zimmerman. Sophomore from South Webster, Ohio. In high school, she was 2-time All-Ohio and Conference Co-Player of the Year. And last year, she was an All-Crossroads League honorable mention for Mount Vernon Nazarene and an NFCA NAIA All-Region 5 first team. Vernon's got a solid roster combined here, but they just can't quite push past the great pitching of Kinsey Mollenkoff. Mollenkoff once again. 1 strike short of a complete shutout. Well, not statistically, but almost. It's up and hit him with a changeup there. It'll kind of seem to slow down in the air. That's another strike, as just barely tipped it. And that one will hit the ground before it gets to her, and a ball is called. 2-3 count. And that one's popped up, hits the net and bounces down. Again, can't quite strike out on a foul ball, but one more ought to do it. And almost a hit by pitch. It'll be called a ball, and she'll walk to first base. Skylar Zimmerman gets her first base of the game. Now we've got Dakota Staffman back on the plate. And looks like it'll be a little bit low. Dakota Staffen played softball and volleyball for all 4 years of her high school career. That one looks like another ball. And that one is a strike. Mollenkopf has been right on target for just about every throw. That one may be a little bit high. HU's just been dominating so far. They can go this inning without a run. Could maybe even seal the fate. And a fly ball is caught by the catcher. That'll end the top of the 3rd inning. Wonderful work from the woman behind the plate, as we'll see yet another transition. Behind the plate for Mount Vernon is Camden Lehman once again. And on the mound, once again, we've got Mackenzie Delaney. Staffen also a pitcher. The final out of that last inning. In her last game, Staffen had just barely pitched and had let up 5 hits and 6 runs, is what it appears to say, with an ERA of 21. And Shanda Milik. Excuse me, not Shanda Milik. It is up, and looks like they'll just get her right before she can get there.
Now batting number 23, Jess Duvall.
Kaylin Green, the freshman from Owen Valley High School, hits that one off to the left-hand side, and it'll be caught. Again, that one looked a little high. As you can see, Jess Duvall's got a batting average of .357 and an on-base percentage of .415. And that one's slammed off to the left-hand side. That'll be a foul. Once again, it's up, slapped right down midfield, and she'll get another first base. Had a run earlier on in the day, one of the 3 that they've got, as we're now obviously in the bottom of the 3rd. Next up on the plate, the sibling, Maddie Duvall. And a little bit of a reset there. As pitches back up and a little high into the right. And that one, another foul, just absolutely beamed to the left-hand side of the diamond. And once again, slammed off to the left-hand side. She's got the power, just needs to hit it in between the foul lines. And there's one, hits it right to center field, and it's picked. But Jess Duvall will make it back to first as Maddie will head on back to the dugout. We'll see Chloe Gregory once again on the plate. Outfield has done a good job for Mount Vernon of stopping some of those powerhouses from making great plays tonight. Although still letting up 3, that right field is obviously the most dangerous area. One more out will send Mount Vernon back on the offense. And that one's hit. Looks like it's right to left field. And they'll get the final out of the 3rd inning. It's 3-0 now, still for the Foresters. Nobody's been able to put up a point since the 1st inning, as we'll transition now into the 4th. The Duvall sisters have 2 of the 3. And once again on the mound, we'll see Kinsey Hollenkopf. Perhaps we'll see a complete game from her. Normally doesn't let up any home runs. She's got 6 allowed on the season, whereas most of her allowed runs come from earned runs. She's got 29 of them on the season. And on the mound, it's up. Got Kira Mayer, the first basewoman, on the attack here. That one's hit way up to the left, and another foul. Couldn't quite get there in time to catch it. So they'll do a bit of a reset. And right down the center, she'll get her second strike, or first strike, excuse me. This one's up pretty low. That'll be another strike right there, 2-2 count. And she does hit it, but it flies way off left once again. Mayer again holds the Mount Vernon Nazarene University single season home run record. And hitting one here, I tell you what, would be a good shock for them, but unfortunately it'll roll right on past her, and she'll walk down to the dugout. Precision throwing there from Kinsey Hollenkopf. As now, see Avery Miller, first throw is up, and the first strike is up. Again, it's up. That one slammed into the Forester dugout. Hollenkopf once again getting ready for it. It's up, and another foul off to the left. Seems to be a ball magnet on the left-hand side of the field. And once again, it flies off to the left. An on base here would mean a lot for the morale, and she'll hit it deep left field. It's almost caught. She'll slip up, run, might be able to get, we'll get 2 and stay there safely. Probably the right call, because don't really want to go to third when the ball's right there, huh? Now it's Camden Lehman up to bat. It's been a little bit since I got to commentate something. It's nice to be back in, you know, a booth, even if it's not the same one. This pitch is up. It's hit left field once again. Ground ball. She'll make it safely to third and won't be able to get it to second. Camden Lehman will be out, first out of the inning for Mount Vernon. They do have a runner on third. A deep hit here could get them their first run of the game. And it's Mackenzie Delaney. And a hit by pitch will put her on first base.
Now batting number 15, Addison.
Not often you see a hit by pitch from Mollenkoff. Now up to bat, it's Addison Mickley, the center field player from Danville. Will get her to swing at that one right on the outer bounds of that strike zone. Lots of power behind that one. Would have loved to see it go flying. That one will go flying. Headed right towards me. And strike 2. For Addison Mickley. That one right down the center. That's strike 2, excuse me. And the third strike will ring in, and the Cougars will ring out. Foresters once again coming away without letting up a score in the inning. Cougars pretty much had it right in the palm of their hand, but they just couldn't quite get it there. Mickley, the freshman from Danville, Ohio, was all academic and played softball for 4 years in the high school, as well as 3 years of playing basketball. I think I already mentioned some of her accolades, but Mickley was an honored player in high school. Getting pretty warm out there today. I brought my coat because I thought it was going to be freezing, because it was freezing this morning and breaching 60 now. So wonderful weather to play softball in, if I do say so myself. Softball was a bit of a part of my childhood. I had 3 stepsisters who played when I was a youngling. First pitch is up, right down center. Of course, I was normally throwing the ball up for myself and hitting it, or running around the block. Yet another one, yet another solid pitch will put the count to 2-0. And that one just a little too low. It'll be called a ball. 2-1 now. And man, do I envy the deltoids on some of these pitchers, because that takes some crazy shoulder strength. That one's up, and it's caught. It's Jacinia Montalvo on the catch.
Number 3, Bishop.
And Bishop will be on the plate now. That one, no good. They'll count that as a ball. And that one way off to the right. That one's for sure a ball. Once again, a little too far off to the right. Can't quite seem to zone it into that center. And that one slammed out. Almost reaches the outer part of the fence. And if she had thrown it, maybe could have gotten her before she got the double.
Now batting number 22.
But Kaylee Bishop will get a double. And now it's Akasha Burton, freshman outfielder for the Foresters, having a solid showing, and Kaylee Bishop will be swapped out. Can't quite tell for whom. That one's hit right to her, and they are going to go for the double play. A little bit of monkey in the middle, and she will be safe.
Now batting number 4.
Jalen Chiavelli finds her way back onto the base with a little bit of a slide. Chiavelli, listed as an outfielder, did have a couple at-bats where she has 2 runs in total. And up to bat now, Carly Tharp. It's like a little discussion between the pitcher and the catcher. Had to clear something up, I suppose. Tharp. Finally, here comes the pitch. Up and way off to the right. That'll be a 2 on the ball count. Barely got back to base in time. Jalen Chiavelli is able to save a potential out there, and that one's hit right to the third baseman. It's caught, and that's the end of the 4th inning.
4 innings. The score is Huntington 4.
Foresters and Nazarene still kind of locked in this gridlock. Can't quite get out of this 3-0 game. This one going pretty quickly. We've worked our way through the batting order a few times. We're now about 2/3 of the way through this 7-inning game. See if the Foresters can continue to just shut them out. After this one, we'll see another matchup between them with Mr. Preston Husband on the mic. He'll be taking over for me. I haven't hung out with Preston. It's been a little bit since we got to call anything together. Of course, with the end of our basketball season, both women's and men's, Foresters only lost by 4 against a team that we probably should have beaten or could have beaten at the very least. It's Maddie Gaheen. Excuse me, not Maddie Gaheen. It's Brooklyn Crum at bat. She'll swing at that one. 2-0 strike count. Excuse me, 1-1 count now, as the first one was a ball. And that one's just tipped right up. Kinsey Malenkoff now in her 5th inning in a row pitching. And that one is a successful hit. She'll get herself to first base. And ready it up for Yesenia Montalvo. That one's up. Tried to bunt it. And may have missed it a little bit. But now they know the strat. They know what she's doing, what she's cooking up in that mind factory. One count now. And another ball there. 2 more before she walks. And she'll swing for that one, the 3rd strike. She'll head back to the dugout, and Skylar Zimmerman will take over her position. And may have thought very hard about swinging that one. It will be a ball, though. Excuse me. And just barely couldn't quite get it there. Just a little too low. And does hit that one straight to center field. Couldn't catch it. They're racing to 3rd. And Brooklyn Crum, her first time on 3rd base this game. And right behind her, leading up the rear, is Skylar Zimmerman. Up to bat now, it's Dakota Staffen. Does swing at that one, but just barely missed it. This one's a big one. Another swing and a miss. Excuse me, I misspoke earlier. They beat Grace in back-to-back games. Grace in the first match held on a little longer, 3-2, but in the second match it was an 8-0 sweep, as they'll get the second out on the Cougars here.
Now batting number 31, Kira Mayer.
And now it's Kira Mayer up at bat. If she can hit a bomb, she could really help them cut into this deficit here. And that one very close to a hit by, which wouldn't have changed much. It wouldn't have moved their later runners on. Means that
Leading off for the Foresters, number 33, Mackenzie Klein.
One count now. That one may have been a little bit too high there. One count now. And that one pretty high, another ball there. Nearing the head level of Klein there. And that one is hit hard. It's a fly ball, but out of fair territory for sure. She'll head back to home plate. Three balls, two strikes. An important pitch here for Klein. Bunts it and it heads beyond the foul line into foul territory, and she'll come back to the dugout.
Coming to the plate for the Foresters,
replacing her
7, Green.
is Kaylin Green. Kaylin Green, Owen Valley High School graduate. A 351 batting average on the season. Hits that one straight to
number 23, Jess
that
Duval.
shortstop right there. And Jess Duvall's coming back up to the plate. Got 2 outs so far. A little shutout potentially for Mount Vernon here. And that one, bit of dirt action. Catcher will throw it back. Bit outside there. And that one will go flying right back to the Forester dugout. This pitch could mean a lot here. Up and caught. A wonderful catch from Avery Miller. Great reflexes to close out the 5th inning. We'll be right back after a short commercial break, but stay tuned for some more Forester baseball. Softball.
Bippa State Bank is a cornerstone of the community. Our banking building blocks were assembled in 1911 and haven't differed much since then. We still stay true to our local roots, aiming to support, uplift, and celebrate the citizens and businesses of Huntington. As proud lenders to and patrons of our local businesses, we make our community an even more prosperous place. And when you support local banking, you play an important role in Huntington's success stories. No matter what financial products you may need, your business is an invaluable opportunity for us to strengthen our relationship with Huntington, which we're fortunate enough to call home. Bippa State Bank is banking at its best. We believe in community banking.
Howdy, everyone, and welcome back to what has been a Forester-sided matchup. First one will be a foul ball, and we've got Avery Miller on the plate, the woman who led the third and final out of the bottom of the 5th inning and stopped a potentially impactful line drive hit. Mollenkoff once again leading the charge for the Foresters on the mound. Two balls now and 1 strike. That one deep to the left field.
At the plate, number 3, Vernon.
And that one hit deep to the right field, and it's caught.
At the plate, number 40, Mackenzie Delaney.
It's Mackenzie Klein on the catch right there. Oh, that one bounces off the glove of the catcher, flies back. It's again 0-2 count. And that one heads flying back my way, as the strike count will remain at 2. Hoping to leave with a full shutout here. Mollenkoff, that one's hit. Once again, another foul ball way off to the left. Couldn't quite catch it before it hit that net over there. That pesky little thing. Up, and once again, crosses the foul line. 3 back-to-back fouls. That's Chloe Gregory there. And an outside pitch will give her a ball there. It's up a quick one right down the line, but it'll be another foul ball. Just barely passed over it. Kenzie Delaney back up. She's had 7 pitches, but some unlucky bounces. And that one's way deep, and it's caught. A fly ball will send us to the bottom of the 5th now, as we'll see the Foresters get ready to, you know, do some payback.
To me, Forester camps is definitely a lot of fun.
Fantastic.
Telling.
Something that everybody can find something that interests them.
A space to learn new things in a safe environment.
To me, Forester camps is getting to be a home away from home, I guess. You learn a lot here and you learn it well.
I plan on being an author once I'm done with college, so this seemed like a really fun opportunity for me.
It was just glad to meet new people in general and just kind of enjoy the workshop and just take away what I can from it and make myself a better writer.
That whole thing about how to write for musicals, I never even thought of that before, but that was awesome.
Sorry about that. We're getting right back into the action now on a foul ball. The hit from Maddie Duvall to lead us off in the bottom half of the sixth inning, excuse me. And Avery Miller did not take over for Mackenzie Delaney. Try as I might have, I guess, manifested that thought into reality. That one's hit far off to the left. Another foul ball. That'll give her strike 2. 1 miss and she's back to the dugout. And that one, an outside pitch. To the right, she'll get her second ball of this set. Another one on the outside to the right. And that one high up in the sky. It's brought down by Jasenia Montalvo.
Coming to the plate, number 5, Chloe Gregory.
Chloe Gregory will step up to the plate now. Jasenia Montalvo has several pop outs on the season. And that one deep and high. Once again, it's brought down by a Cougar. Addison Mickley there on the catch.
Number 2,
Freshman from Danville, Ohio. Maddie Gaheen up to the plate now. Could be the final out of this inning. She'll get a ball to start it off. And that one hit perfectly to avoid third base, but still get her own. She will move up to first base now.
Number 3, Kaylee Bishop.
You can see Avery Miller just barely couldn't get up there enough to catch it. And it'll lead to a base for the Foresters. She'll be tagged out. And Kylie Fisher will come in for her, the junior from Pendleton Heights High School in Markleville, Indiana. Had 3 at-bats this season. An outside pitch will give her a ball there to start off with. Haley Bishop. It's a strike, excuse me. That one's a ball, there we go. See, I was still right. I was just a little, I just finished time traveling. Mackenzie Delaney doing a very solid job of not allowing these Foresters to run the score up a little bit more. They've just got to bring it back on offense. Another one a little far out. Three one count here, 1, and she does get it. She'll walk and she'll push. Number 10, Kylie Fisher, up a little bit further. 1 and 2 on. And I'm sure the crowd's chanting. Akasha Burton, show us what you can do. Send it home. And little stoppage right there. And just a little meeting between coach, pitcher, and catcher, which gets a bit of a Jeopardy theme to it for the Foresters, or from the Foresters. Love the tantalizing and the taunting in softball and baseball. Definitely one of the more fun parts. And that one's up. And a ball for the first one. They've got 1 out left and 2 on. And that one's hit high, pops it right up into the sky, and it's brought down by Skylar
At the
Zimmerman.
end of the 6th inning, it is Huntington University 3.
And that's the end of the 6th
Vernon
inning. We're going to take a short break, but we will be right back with some more Forester.
As the owner of JJ's, I invite you to visit one of our 7 BP convenience stores. And when you do, I expect you will experience hometown excellence in the cleanest and friendliest convenience stores in your community. Please also consider visiting JJ Java for the best cup of coffee in town, or JJ's Pit Stop for a quick, no appointment necessary professional oil change. Also, if you ever need a clean and efficient environment in which to do laundry, JJ's Washroom is ready to serve you.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Forester softball. We're going to see a new face on home plate for Mount Vernon. It'll be Taryn Craven, catcher / util player, double righty freshman from Fenton, Michigan. Warming up to head on the plate. She's got an average of 364 and an RBI of 1. Played, she was a triple sport player in high school. She played the 4-year letter in softball, 4-year letter winner in cross country, and a 2-year letter winner in basketball. She was 4-time all-district in cross country, as that one. First pitch is up in the top of the 7th. And that one's tipped right back towards me. Thought I was in a 3D movie there. Almost went right for me. One count. And almost a hit by right there. But Mollenkoff was able to put like a wanted bullet twist on it and will it away. Two count now. 1 strike away and 2 balls away from moving on. She'll head back to the dugout and be replaced
Number 10, Bailey Sheets.
by Bailey Sheets, number 10. Pitcher / infielder, the junior from Sycamore, Ohio. First one is a strike for Bailey Sheets. And that one will fly off to the left-handed side. Sheets his first time up at bat. Another foul will find its way to the right-hand side this time, however. It's stopped by that net. And a ball there. It's up and it's hit right past. Ground ball will roll right beyond the foul line. Another one. This one is grabbed and makes it to first before she can.
Coming to the plate,
Foresters get their first out of the inning.
Yesenia Montalvo.
Next one's up, another fly foul ball. Almost made it beyond the net there. It's up again, a little far. One more out to seal the deal. And another foul. Cougs might need a miracle to move on as victors of this one. And that one will go. It's a ground ball and she'll be tagged out before she can quite get there. Not tagged out, she'll be beat there. As the final score for the first matchup tonight of the Foresters and the Mount Vernon Nazarene in what was a pretty quick game in my first softball game, the Foresters will walk away with a victory 3-0. Still got one more though with Preston Husband calling it, and we will be back in a little bit with that.